printing system was installed on campus by Information Technology Services during the 2017 winter break. The new system allows students to only have to use one Q printer, which goes to a print cloud so students can print to any printer on campus with their student ID. John Gardner, Director of Residence Life, says the system eliminates identification paper, saving roughly 400,000 sheets of paper per year. Gardner says the system has many benefits to students, including saving time and hassle.
I think in the past where you've had to print something and then it sits down there's privacy issues. I think there's the opportunity for your print job to suddenly not be there. If your print job or somebody else's print job jams up the printer, then you don't know until you get there to pick up your paper that it's not going to work, and then you're like, if you're in a rush to get to class, you could be in a real spot. And so I think a lot of those kinds of issues hopefully will be resolved by the system.
Despite budget cuts, the university was able to fund the system. Tim Mills, ITS Help Desk Manager, says the university had to buy the proximity swipes and other internet devices so the new system works with the current printers. Mills says the system costs less than $20,000 for the first year and $1,200 for every additional year, which came from the ITS operational budget. Here's Mills showing TMN how to operate the system.
Okay, so it is their student card. It's got a chip inside. So when they walk up to any of the student printers, there will be a swipe called a Wave ID from P counter that's on the printer or close proximity. So in res halls there are some that might be on the countertop there. So when they swipe the card over the front of it, for a color printer, starting with that, it actually logs them immediately to the release station. Now, if the card doesn't work, or or they haven't picked one up yet, then they can go to a release station. We have one here in Pickler. We also have one in Violet Hall, 2001, that they would end up logging into or swiping or logging into to see their print jobs, and then they can select what print jobs they want and then release it. Okay, so just because they don't have a working card at the time doesn't mean that they can't get their prints. Okay, the system automatically logs off after 20 seconds, so I'll swipe here again. And at the color printer, we don't want them to just basically print all their black and white documents on that and get charged 50 cents a page. So you could go down through and see which color printer you want, or color job, which I have one in my test case here. And so I highlight it. You do have to highlight it, and then click print. That actually releases that job from the print queue. It will print out of the printer. You see the other black and white jobs that I have in there. Now what I can do is I can actually go over to the black and white printer, swipe my card, and it will immediately release all my print jobs in the queue. Now, if you notice in here, I actually have two of the same items. So say I printed two of the documents, I don't want one. I can actually highlight one and actually delete the job so that I don't end up inadvertently printing all my or multiple jobs that I don't want.
ITS sent out an email letting students know about the new system before break. Any students having issues with their ID can go to ITS to receive a new proxy card to print with. Any additional information on the printers can be found at its.truman.edu or the Information Technology Services office in Pickler Memorial Library. For the Truman Media Network, I'm Brea Parnell.